Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to give you guys another video on MAGMALOC. So MAGMALOC is a card that has been pushing some really powerful builds. It's a card that's both a Murloc and an Elemental. It is now a Tavern 5 card from a Tavern 4 card. Yes, it was pretty overpowered on Tavern 4, and it's still arguably pretty powerful, pretty possibly overpowered on Tavern 5. So I'd really appreciate if Blizzard doesn't nerf this card, because while it is a really powerful card, it is really keeping up the Murloc minion type, which it's not even doing very well in general, and it's keeping up the Elemental minion type, specifically so if you use Master Realities, because the end of turn buff from playing a card stacks independently. That's how you see people with gigantic Master Reality taunted minions. Now, you might think that's a little bit too powerful, but the truth is that, while Elemental is certainly one of the most powerful minion types, it's still not as powerful as a typical undead build. It's still not as powerful as a few other specific builds, and one of those is just like getting a T-Master with Menagerie. So it's really not like breaking the game or anything, but yes, it's a powerful card, and I think if it got nerfed again, both of those minion types would be in serious trouble. So please no nerf. And enjoy. There's no evidence fracking has ever led to an increase in earthquakes. Okay. Does fracking cause earthquakes? Some new study in 2019. Let's take a look at that. Fact checked. I mean, there's like a two-liner that it's not proven to cause earthquakes on the us.gov website, but I'm sorry if I won't find that all that credible.
Another night, another battle. Be brave and fight true.
There seems to be some evidence for it, but there seems to be some evidence quite against it.
My work here is done.
Is what I can find in like 2 minutes. Generally, fracking causes a lot of earthquakes that are minuscule, like they're not even felt. But when it comes to causing the actual earthquakes that are meaningful and cause damage and all that kind of stuff, that is debated from what I'm finding. It's the improper byproduct handling and ignoring regulations that causes it, not the act of fracking itself.
You're unstoppable.
Why does he have half a cat? Oh, he gambled and lost on the first turn. That's quite a gamble, dude. I certainly wouldn't have made that gamble. Okay. But yeah, the impact that we've had as a people on the planet is severe, and a lot of places on this planet don't operate like, you know, your neighborhood in California, for example. A lot of people live in much more dire circumstance. And a lot of even the regulations that are set up in different parts of the world are just blatantly ignored as a result. So it's a really tricky problem to solve. Like, for climate change, they generally have like goals and targets that they're like, yeah, we'll totally hit this by this year. And there's often like a little bit of a push or a few economic incentives that they kind of set that up for, but I don't know. I don't really see a major push to solve climate change until there's like a shock event. And I don't think that's quite happened. I think the fuel shortages because of the war in Ukraine have almost like sparked it a little, but that's generally affected Europe. I mean, it's affected a lot more countries than Europe, but Europe seems to be the main organization that has maybe done something about it.
The shop is growing strong.
Go for this.
I'll do what I can.
Scout greed YOLO. Well, I think I'm gonna sell it and just go for the 5. Am I a flat earther kind of guy? I love flat earthers. They're hilarious. It's like true comedy. It's like top tier idiocracy comedy. The world is certainly a better place with them.
It's your destiny to win this.
In Australia, we might be going for electric cars and renewables more because of that shortage.
Oh, well, don't let it get down.
I just don't know how meaningful electric cars really are, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
It may not be the most powerful minion on the field, but it's brave.
That's a pretty good MAGMALOC so early. Yeah, that's tough to ignore. I'm not saying that electric cars are not meaningful. I just don't know how meaningful they are. I don't think they're as meaningful as people say. Like, remember when I said a few minutes ago that, you know, governments are like, oh yeah, we'll totally reduce emissions or whatever by like 10%. And for us to do that, we'll just, yeah, what do they do in the US? They did like, they subsidized credits for electric cars. And that's why Tesla kind of exists. Because they didn't really make money selling the actual cars. They had like electric car credits that they sold at a premium to other car companies that couldn't make electric cars fast enough.
It's your destiny to
Like
win
that's just like falling into a win. Right? But what does all of that do? I don't know. I don't think it's done a whole lot. It's got to be far more drastic than that. And if you think of how challenging it is for countries with a ton of money to make these changes, like it's so challenging for them, right?
I found minions to fight by your side.
That is interesting also. Bro, there's like, I don't know what the numbers are, but there's probably like 1 billion people on this planet, 1 billion, that are at risk of starvation perpetually, right? When are they getting their electric cars? When are they going green with the build quality of their homes? So, yeah. Yeah, soon. Soon, TM. It's coming with the next Battlegrounds patch. Tuesday, baby. Actually, they didn't announce Battlegrounds patch, but they've always had some kind of patch when they do the mini set. It's just usually like they add 2 cards and make 1 new hero or something. For the record, I have no knowledge of any future patch as of this moment right now. Lost Shop says you have to eat the bugs now. Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Let's make this spicy.
Okay. I will try it. I don't even know the number. Okay. How many people on Earth are at risk of starvation? 349 million people across 79 countries are facing acute food insecurity, up from 287 million in 2021. What does that mean? Yeah, I'm gonna go ask GPT. so I'm wrong. Maybe. That's still a very large number.
I found them to fight by yours.
Generally, I like Bran. There's no Murlocs though, so it's not quite as good. That is very good. It is difficult to estimate the exact number of people affected by food shortages, as it varies greatly depending on the region and can change rapidly due to a variety of factors such as natural disasters, conflict, economic instability, and climate change. However, according to the United Nations in 2021, approximately 135 million people were facing acute food insecurity, which means that they do not have access to enough food to meet their daily nutritional needs. Additionally, it is estimated that 821 million people suffered from chronic undernourishment in the same year. These numbers highlight the ongoing challenge of ensuring food security and access to adequate nutrition for all people, particularly in developing countries. So yeah, I maybe overestimated it at like 1 billion, but you get the idea. It's a whole lot of people that are very desperate.
In that battle. There's some good new recruits here. Don't let them get away. Go hire one of those minions to join our team.
The odds are in my favor.
Maybe I should have done those first. I'm just kind of hoping that I'll get another
Why, of course I can take that one in. Here's a gold for... Take a deep breath.
Go with that. Having kids is bad for the environment. It beats cars. Yeah, but having kids is good for the economy, which is bad for the environment. Oh, I don't know. I actually saw a documentary on the one-child policy in China. It's a really good documentary. It's on Amazon Prime Video, so you guys can check it out. I forget what it's called, but I'm sure it's easy to find. Like, you can just look up one-child policy or something. And it's really enlightening on how crazy it is to monitor people's children count. Like, it's so messed up.
Keep it up. Your minions are dependent
Right.
on you.
It's like, hey, we would just be better off if there were half of us, right, Thanos? Right, forehead, right? But then, yeah, about that, right? Snap them. My social credits. Well, they backtracked out of the one-child policy, so I am still in order with their current political situation. So you may return my social credits now, please. Thank you.
Take a deep breath.
Fine, I'm gonna do this.
Who knows what secrets will
Too late, there was an undertone of anti-government talk. They're sending a balloon your way. Ooh! Is it going to come early for my birthday? Gotta be careful though, if it's too early, they're gonna shoot that shit down, okay? My comp isn't optimal with Nomi. I mean, later it will be. I just haven't gotten the elemental that gives me the free rerolls. When I get that, we can start going a little crazy. Romanian-born Canadian receives suspicious balloon on birthday. God, that's so lame.
Deserve better. Here, have a go.
Okie Wish on rag? Nah, it's too small. I'll do it if I get two sizable ones. I have 35 health. The main goal here is to scale. And I only have one. Oh, I have two wishes. Oh. Okay, yeah, that wasn't so good. Yeah, I should have probably used that. I thought I only had one wish left and I wanted to save it for Nomi. Whoops. You might have missed this, but MTG was telling people on Twitter to shoot the balloon 17 miles in the air by using handheld firearms. This isn't satire. Yeah. Is it legal to discharge a firearm in the air in the USA? Is that even legal? That's a serious question. I know it's illegal in some countries. Like, it's not illegal in, like, Iraq or something, so they do it to, like, celebrate or some shit like that. It's just crazy. But I know it's illegal in most countries.
Hire one of the minions to join our team.
I'll do what I can.
I'll clean you up.
You're my angel investor.
Boogie went to prison for doing that. It depends on what state. How does that work then? Like, isn't trying to shoot at something that you literally can't shoot at while discharging your firearm in the air, isn't that just illegal then? What happens when a politician literally tells people to do something illegal? Boogie shot at a guy who went on his property. Did he forget to use the balloon defense? Like, seriously. If someone is charged with discharging their firearm in the sky, moving forward, they should claim that they're sure they saw a Chinese spy balloon and he had instructions from a politician to shoot it down. Right? Like, that's gotta be a fun defense. Yeah, dude, I swear I saw it. I sees it. Ironclad, baby.
This is a great
I screenshot the tweet. Saying a politician told me to is not a valid legal defense in court. Does the politician get in trouble then? Well, that seems like a bit of a hole in responsibility then.
You looked, I mean, you did amazing out there. Magical things come in small packages.
Me. Except mice.
I'll keep.
Oh, someone posted the warrant for the arrest of Boogie. When you fire a warning shot, you have to shoot the ground if it is legal in the state. Oh, I see. There's a legal defense for when you break the law, but when you're acting in direction of reasonable authority, like if a police officer tells you to do something, you can't remember the term for the life of you. That's really interesting. Because like a politician telling people to shoot a balloon in the sky, like, that is very clear in my mind. That's not like, we should do something, guys. That's like, get your gun and shoot at this thing. Right? That's pretty clear. Oh, this dude just left. Look at Nomi getting kills. Entrapment.